the rest of the period to work on that. Okay, so the faster you guys answer, the faster we'll be done. Okay, so for 48, what is my A? 3, B, 0, and C is what? Negative 108. Okay, make sure you put that negative. So it's going to be negative 0 plus or minus 0 squared minus 4 times my A, which is 3, times C, negative 108. This is where you guys got to type today. 2A, which is 3. Okay, so on the top, I'm going to get 0 plus or minus 6 on the bottom. 2 times 3 is 6. And then you guys need to type all this in. Okay, so you guys are going to do 47. I'll do 48. We just flip-flopped.
It's not turning on.
36. Somebody agree with that? Okay. So, and then we got to do it twice. What is 0 plus 36? Divided by 6 is going to be 6 and negative 6, which is D. Okay, 49. What does this minus 1 do? Goes down 1. Okay, what can we eliminate? Which one did not go down 1? You guys are gonna make this take all day. B did not go down 1. What else? D did not go down 1. Okay, so, and then what does this plus 4 do? It's gonna go and really, I hate saying over, but over. Okay, and that'll help you eliminate. So this one definitely went over 4. This one only went over 1, so it's definitely not that one either. Okay, it's got to be A. However, you do need to know left and right in case one went over 4 this way and one went over 4 this way. Okay. Okay, 51. What does this minus 3 do? Goes down 3. Okay, which one of these did not go down 3? We're looking at the vertex. Okay, also some of these, like this one, it goes by 1s. That one goes by 1s. Okay. That one goes by 1s. This one goes by 2s. Okay, so which one did not go down 3? We're looking at the vertex. Okay, if we look at 51, did this go down 3? No. Okay, what about B? Did it go down 3? Yes, right here's 2. This is 3. Okay, so it should be somewhere along this line. Okay, C, did it go down 3? Okay, well, it's at 4. Okay, this is our vertex. This is our vertex. Okay, that one did not. This one did. Okay, what does that plus 4 do on the inside? It goes over 4 which way? Left 4. So which one went left 4? B. Okay, 53. It is not in vertex form, it's in standard form. So we got to do negative B, which is 4, over 2, and my A is 1. Okay, type that in your calculator, see what you get. Negative 2. Okay, so that means that my x, it should be somewhere the vertex, meaning this part. This is the vertex. This is the vertex. It should be somewhere starting on this line at negative 2. Okay, so, okay, same thing. It should be somewhere on this negative 2 line. Okay, which is the only one that's on the negative 2 line? D. So it's got to be D. Okay. Otherwise, you plug in that -2 to the equation above and then keep going. Okay. I mean, you can't use this, but it's okay. Let's put your phone up. Okay, 55. It says determine if it's geometric. Okay, so you need to check them all. What is -27 divided by -9? 3. -9 divided by -3. 3. And then -3 divided by -1 is also 3. So it's going to be D. Okay, 57, it says find the common ratio. Okay, so if we look here, this is at 2, 1/2, 4, 1/5. Okay, so really all you need to do is find the common ratio. You don't need to find the next three terms because they're all different. However, if we had 2 that had a 2, you're going to have to find the next terms. What is 64 divided by 16? 4. My common ratio is 4. So what answer choice is that? C. Okay, 59. Again, so they want you to find the common ratio and then the formula. Okay, this one's a little bit more tricky. I have 2 with a common ratio of -2 and 2 with a common ratio of 2. So you're going to have to fully complete this problem. Okay, so first of all, working with our common ratio, what is -32 divided by -16? Huh? 2. Okay, so we can eliminate what? B and D. Okay, those ones do not work. So we got our first term is -4 times 2 to the, what's my term I'm trying to find? 11 minus 1. Okay, type that in, see what you get. A? Okay. Okay, these next ones are going to go real fast, so stay with me. They should go real fast, okay? Okay, write each expression in radical form. What number is going to go underneath the radical? What's our big number? 6, so we can cross off A and B. Okay, if you look at C and D, this has a 3 and a 2 and a 3 and a 5. What numbers did they give us? 3, 5, so it's going to be D. Okay, 63. What number's going underneath the radical? 7m, which is what? A. Okay, write each in exponential form. Okay, again, what's my big number I'm working with? 3, which is? B. Ooh. B. Okay, 67. What number is my big number I'm working with? 10m, which is D. Okay, simplifying radicals. These ones are going to take a little bit of work for some. Okay, so we got 216. What are some factors of 216? 2 and 108. 108. 2 and 54. 54. 2 and 27. 3, 9. 3, 3. Okay, what is my group number? We're pulling out in groups of what? No. What's my group number? We're pulling out in groups of what? 3. Okay, see that baby 3 on the outside? That lets me know I'm pulling out in groups of 3. This is pulling out in groups of 4. If it was like this, 216, I don't know what the heck I was writing, 216, that means I'm pulling out in groups of 2 because there's nothing there. So we're pulling out in groups of 3. So I got these guys can go and these guys can go. Who's left on the inside? Nobody. Okay, so nobody can is going to be left over. What do you do with that 2 and 3? Multiply. Okay, so that's going to be A. Okay, 71, I got -7, square root, -96. Okay, 96, what are some factors in 96? 248, 224, 212, 26, 23. We're pulling stuff out in groups of what? 5, right? So who can go? A group of 2s, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, and those guys are going to go on the outside. Who cannot go? The 3. Okay, without even doing any more work, what is the only one up here that has just a 3 left on the inside? C. Okay, the rest of these have variables in them. Let me tell you something. It is 10 times easier to just do the variables than it is the numbers, because the variables they're tiny. Okay, okay, and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so how many x's does this guy have? 2, right? So how many of those guys can go? 2 or 1 group, right? So they're gonna go on the outside. Okay, without even doing any numbers. Okay, what is the only one? Says, look how this guy. He's got 1 on the outside, 1 on the inside. 2 on the outside, none on the inside. 1 on the outside, none on the inside. 1 on the inside, 1 on the outside. Okay, so what answer choice is that gotta be? C. Okay, without even doing any numbers, I know that I should have only 1 x on the outside. That's the only answer option. Okay. One, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 ends. Okay, how many of those guys can go? 2 groups. So I'm going to have an n squared on the outside. What is the only answer choice that fits that? B. Okay, and again, we didn't have to do any numbers. Okay, square root of 5 plus the square root of 5. We just add the outsides, keep the inside. So what is 1 plus 1? 2. That's got to be C. Whoa. It's got to be C. Okay, for 79, we are going to have to do some work. Okay, so we got to factor both of these to get the same inside. So we got 212, 26, 23. Okay, so these group of 2s can go. So I'm going to have 2 and a 2 and a 3 got to go back on the inside. Plus, and then the 54 is going to be 2 and 26, 27? Right, 27. Okay, 3, 9, 3, 3. Okay, so a group of 3s can go. And then I got a 2, 3 left on the inside. What do we do with all these numbers? You're going to have to multiply them. Okay, so you're going to get -4 square root 6 plus 9 square root 6. Okay, and then lastly, now that our insides are the same, we can add or subtract the outsides. Okay, so what is -4 plus 9? 5. Okay, for 81, multiplication, we multiply the insides, multiply the outsides. So when we multiply the inside, what are you going to get? 6 times 8 is 48. I know. A bunch of you guys are going to pick B. It is not. Okay, it's a square root of 48. Okay, we didn't do anything with that square root yet. Okay, so it's not just 48. Okay, then you need to simplify that. Okay, which is going to be 224, 212, 26, 23. Okay, so I got 2 groups of 2s that can go and a 3 that cannot go. What answer choice does that have to be? C. That's the only one that has a 3 on the inside. Okay. I got a couple of. Okay, 83. Same thing, you're gonna multiply the outsides, multiply the inside. So 4 times 3 is gonna be 12. The inside, 12 times 10 is gonna be 120. Okay, and then that 120 can be simplified into 260, 230, 215, 35. Okay, so who can go? A set of 2's can go, so we're at 12, 2, and then a 2, 3, 5 on the inside. Okay, well, what is 12 times 2? 24, which is going to be B. Okay, same thing. We're multiplying the outsides, multiplying the inside. So this is going to give me a square root of 30 plus a square root of 9. Okay, now work with what you can. What is the square root of 9? It's just 3. Okay, so it's going to be D. Okay, 87, pay attention, there's inside pieces and there's outside pieces, okay? So we start with multiplying this and this, okay? So it's gonna look like 5 times 5, because the outside has gotta go together, and then 3 times 6, which is the inside, so 18. Plus, now we're gonna do this one with this one, okay? We do outside, outside, so 15 square root of 3. Okay, without simplifying, look at your answer. What matches up? Partially. 15/3, okay? Because 3 does not simplify any further, okay? A square root of 3, you can't make the tree and do anything further, so it's got to be B. Okay, last page. How many men bought hats? You guys good? How many men bought hats? 34. Okay, what you see? Okay, 90. How many hats were sold? 50, which is A. What percent of the hats sold were blue? Okay, so now, how many blue hats were sold? 22. How many hats were sold all together? 50. So you're going to type in 22 divided by 50. What is that? 0.44, which is what in a percent? 44%, which is A. What percent of hats sold were women? So how many women's hats were sold? 16 out of 50. So you're going to say 16 divided by 50. 32%, which is C.